After the list here today, I'm so glad I don't live in Ohio. My name is AJ Spatola with Most Amazing, and these are the top 10 scary hauntings from Ohio that left residents terrified. At number 10 is the Gore Orphanage. There's this place called the Gore Orphanage in Vermilion? I'm not from Ohio, I don't know. Vermilion, and it's got a spooky reputation that's been hanging around for ages. Picture this, back in the early 1900s, a gnarly house fire burnt down this building, and it's game over for everyone inside. Now, the story goes that the ghosts of these poor souls are still lurking around, both in the building and in the woods nearby. People who've dared to venture there have reported some wild stuff, like laughter and cries echoing place. But here's where it gets even crazier. It was a satanic cult spot where they did some messed up rituals, while others think it's just a messed up orphanage with no supernatural vibes. Now, I gotta say that there's no hard evidence to back up these claims, but the legend lives on, my friends. Ghost hunters and paranormal buffs keep rolling in, even though it's a no-go zone because it's technically private property. So, you know, spooky stuff happens in Ohio too. At number 9, the Spring Grove Cemetery. Cemeteries are like a magnet for spooky stuff, and the Spring Grove Cemetery in Cincinnati, Ohio is no exception. It's like the second biggest cemetery in the whole US of A, which is like prime real estate for ghostly shenanigans. One story that stands out is about this dude named C.C. Brewer, who was like an optometrist. Before he kicked the bucket, however, he was all, yo, take my eyes out and stick them on my gravestone. But relax, because they're not real eyes, just some glass ones. But people swear those fake eyes follow them around like a creepy optical illusion. And then there's this caretaker who was all alone one night and something tugged at his pants. The dude freaked out and bolted and came back later thinking he'd find like a snake or something, but nope, just graves. If you're enjoying the video so far, you could support the channel by subscribing to Most Amazing and ringing that notification bell. At number 8 is the Lima Tuberculosis Hospital. This place opened its doors back in 1911, dealing with the gruesome tuberculosis cases of the time. In the 60s, they slapped the name Ottawa Valley Hospital on it, but it didn't stick around for long, because it shut down in the 70s. Now picture this, it's a hospital that's been abandoned for over 5 decades. It's like a real-life horror movie set, crumbling and sinister. But the real kicker is that people claim some of the patients who met their unfortunate end at this hospital might still be lurking around. Yep, you heard me right. Ghost hunters eager to get a scare have snuck in and swear they've seen spirits roaming the haunted hallways. Trespassing here is a big no-no though, so don't go thinking about your own ghost hunting adventure there, unless you're a rule breaker. But hey, as long as the place is still standing, it's hands down one of Ohio's most bone-chilling haunts. At number 7 is the Hook Man. This spine-tingling Ohio legend in the village of New Richmond. He's a ghastly figure with a hook for a hand. Yeah, the classic hook-handed ghost story, but Ohio's got its own twist on it. There's this doctor and his wife living on Pond Run Road. They had a mentally disturbed son locked up in the basement most of the time, and one stormy night, lightning strikes their house, turning it into an inferno. When the authorities show up, their parents are toast, but no sign of the boy. Just a severed hand chained to the wall. Creepy, right? Now the boy grows up lurking the woods, stealing from nearby homes. Couples end up unalived, and folks think it's the Hook Man's doing. Classic stuff, like a couple making out in the car, hearing a weird noise, and the guy decides to investigate, but bam! Hooked to the cranium. At number 6, the Coyne Mansfield incident. So picture this, it's 1973 in Mansfield, Ohio, and you've got these 4 National Guard dudes just chilling in a helicopter doing their thing. But then, out of nowhere, bam, they spot this massive metallic frisbee looking thing up in the sky. I mean, UFO alert. These guys aren't your average UFO spotters though. They're trained military pilots, so they know their stuff. And guess what? This mysterious disc isn't just hanging out. It starts creeping towards them. Panic mode activated. They dodge and weave, but the UFO just won't quit. It's like playing tag with an ET, but way less fun. They report the whole shebang, and even the military and the FAA think it's legit. Radar data and ground witnesses back up their story too. But here's the kicker. Nobody can explain what the heck that thing was. UFO or not, it's a spine-tingling story that still haunts Ohio's history. At number 5, the Franklin Castle in Cleveland is a doozy. This place, built in the 1800s, screams Victorian elegance, but beneath that gentle facade lies a sinister tale that sends shivers down your spine. Haynes Tiedemann, the OG owner, had this castle built for his family, but tragedy lurked within its walls. One night, his family fell victim to infectious diseases and other mysterious causes, and eventually the parents followed suit. After the Tidemans, another family moved in, and guess what? They kicked the bucket too, right there in the castle. Some even suspect foul play, like a real-life Agatha Christie novel. And let's not forget the secret rooms and hidden passageways. People think that those might have been used to stash bodies. So if you ever find yourself in the Franklin Castle, keep an eye out for ghostly apparitions lurking in the hallways. At number 4 is Helltown, Ohio. Forget about the name. Boston Mills was once a charming spot in the 1950s and 60s, but in the 70s, it got hit by a shocker. See, President Gerald Ford suddenly tells everyone, pack up and leave. Why? Because the US government had plans for a national park on the same land. But here's the twist, they never bulldozed the place, and the park never saw the light of day. So what gives? People started to speculate. Did they find something spooky? Some swear the town's church got into some satanic business, while others are convinced that a rusty old school bus by the main road is a ghostly hotspot. And brace yourselves for the weirdest part of all, rumors of mutilated citizens dwelling in the village. The truth is that it's locked away, buried in the mysterious history of Helltown. At number 3 is Beavers Creek State Park, Ohio, which is more than just a nature's haven. It's a hub spot of scary tales that keep residents up at night. One haunting centers around a woman who met a watery demise in the creek. Her body never recovered. Now her ghost roams the park, forever searching for her vanished kin. Eerie encounters don't stop there though. Historic structures like Gadsden's Mill and the log cabins have their own ghostly stories. Visitors have felt those hair-raising chills and the sensation of being watched, especially after sundown. And if that's not enough, there's the infamous headless motorcyclist. The legend has it that a biker lost his head in a gruesome crash along the park's road. Now his phantom cruises the park on a never-ending quest for his lost noggin. Some have claimed to spot his ghostly silhouette on a motorcycle, while others hear the distant roar of a phantom engine. Beaver Creek isn't just for nature lovers, it's a paranormal playground for the daring. At number 2 is Unalived Man's Curve in Cleveland. Back in 1969, a car full of teens smashed into a speeding 1969 Roadrunner, leaving just one survivor. But that's not even the creepiest part. At the intersection of State Routes 125 and 222, where this tragic accident happened, there have been some spine-tingling sightings. People claim they've seen a faceless hitchhiker lurking there between 120 and 140 in the dead of night. Sometimes this ghostly figure stands in the middle of the road, causing drivers to swerve dangerously. And get this, if you don't dodge him in time, witnesses say he'll phase right through your car and start chasing it down the road before disappearing into thin air. But wait, there's more. Some folks say they've spotted either an Impala or a Roadrunner cruising down along the road with no one in the driver's seat. It's one of Claremont County's most haunted spots, so if you visit, remember to keep your eyes on the road if you dare. At number 1, have you ever heard of the place called Melon Heads from Ohio? It's like something straight out of a horror movie. A group of messed up, deformed folks with giant heads that look like melons. Freaky, right? Legend has it that they lurk in the woods around Kirtland, just waiting to give you the creeps. But here's the kicker. These poor souls were supposedly normal people once, but some evil mad scientists messed them up real bad with cruel experiments. They managed to escape, and now they're hiding out in the woods, surviving by hunting and staying far away from society. Some stories say they're aggressive, attacking anyone who dares set foot on their territory. Others say they're more mysterious, popping in and out like ghosts in the woods. Either way, it's a chilling tale that'll make you think twice about going near those Ohio forests. And that pretty much wraps it out for today. As always, if there's a haunting Ohio tale that you think I've missed, feel free to let me know down in the comments. This has been AJ Spatola with Most Amazing, and I'll catch you all in another video. Later!